more colleges set to close, even as the top schools experience an application boom. So I'm going to talk about how we got here in a minute, but let me just set this scene. More colleges are set to close in 2023. They go through a list of some smaller colleges that have had to close. And this is a result of fewer students. And as a result of that, fewer students applying and going to school and less tuition revenue. And this is since the start of the pandemic. And it's been severe. This, according to Kristen Reynolds, a leader of NEPC's endowments and foundations practice. The number of colleges closing down in the past 10 years has quadrupled compared to the previous decade. This, according to a report from the Wall Street Journal. Smaller institutions are struggling as students opt for less expensive public schools or alternatives to the four-year degree altogether. Ding, ding, ding. That's a big reason why this is happening. Colleges didn't have any competition for a long time, and now they do. Not only do they have competition, they're having a hard time coming up with a compelling narrative as to why students would pay the amount of money to come get their degree. And this couldn't be any more obvious when you look at a small group of universities, including many in the Ivy League, experienced record-breaking increase in applications this season. So college enrollment with community colleges and four-year colleges is down across the board except for a very small group of elite name brand schools. People are still buying Nikes, aren't they? Oh, yeah. It's the name brand. The branding matters to a whole lot of people. There's a reason why people won't go to Payless shoes. Some will. A lot of people won't. They want to go buy the name brand shoes. These girls and women walking around with these, what do they call them, golden gooses? Or I've got that wrong. Somebody tell me I said that wrong, but it's something goose. And they're all scuffed up. And they look like they've been beat to death. What's the name of that shoe? No, it's Goose something. But the point is, it's hot. It's the hottest brand. My daughter comes to me and says, Dad, I want a pair of these whatever Goose things. Oh, don't worry about it, guys. Either look it up or don't guess. It doesn't matter. The point is this. My daughter comes to me and says, I want a pair of these. Well, thank you. Golden Goose. I was right. They're $600, Alex. And look at them. Looks like somebody took some steel wool to them. Scuffed them up, stained them up. These are all the rage, Alex, or at least they have been for the last 2 years. And I mean, $600. And I'm going to offend somebody, but these shoes are ugly. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go get a pair of shoes from Payless and pay me $50? I'll scuff them up for you. How about that? So you're going to walk out of this deal with a $70 pair of shoes and tell everybody they're cool. I wouldn't wear those shoes. There they are. Look at them. They're ugly. There's nothing special about those shoes. Look at the stars all jacked up. Like, what's wrong with the star? The tip of the star is jacked up. I hate these shoes. I got nothing personal against them. They're ugly. But it doesn't matter. You know why? Because somewhere along the line, they hit the trend. They became desired. Everybody wanted them because they were the hottest thing out there. And so it became a status symbol to overpay for ugly, scuffed up, dirty shoes. It's fascinating. It's the human psyche on display. Why would you overpay for ugly, scuffed up shoes? Because you want everybody to know that you're hip and that you got money and you're whatever. By the way, spare me the hate, because ain't no woman in the world can tell me those shoes are comfortable. I don't buy it. Well, that's what's going on with these Ivy League or these prestigious schools. Anybody that's not emotionally charged can look at them and go, they're overpriced. But I'm going to pay because it's not about the value I'm getting. It's about the status. I'm just telling you, that's what's going on. It's not worth it. For brand name colleges, the demand is off the charts, says Hafiz Lakhani, founder and president of Lakhani Coaching in New York. He says it's never been harder to get in. On the other hand, private colleges that are less prestigious but equally expensive are struggling to attract applicants. So the majority of people are going to say, is that worth my while? And people are saying no. But for whatever reason, Ivy League, you pick a handful of other really sexy schools like Stanford, Duke, I don't know, Vanderbilt, certainly here in Nashville. You know, they got some luster. They got the brand sheen, like the Golden Goose ugly shoes. Everybody wants them. Everybody wants to be seen wearing them. So that's why Ivy League and their fat endowments are bursting at the seams. Can't get in. Harder than ever. But other schools are facing extinction. Costs are still rising. At some point, we the people have got to say enough is enough. And it's only going to take a matter of time before enough people wake up to something I've been saying every day on this show, which is that colleges are overpriced. They're overrated. And it's only going to be a matter of time before the general population wakes up to this. And there'll always be business for Ivy Leagues because there's always business for Louis Vuitton in the mall. Tuition and fees plus room and board for a 4-year private college average, listen to this, $53,430 in the 2022-2023 school year. At 4-year in-state public colleges, it was $23,250, according to College Board. These are state schools, taxpayer-funded schools. $23,000. It's a racket. It's a complete racket and ripoff. A revolution is coming. They don't even see it either. Or they may see it and they don't care because they're lining their pockets. Bethel Tech. I just talked to Ryan Collins, who's been on the show multiple times, betheltech.net. Big-time partner of the Ken Coleman Show. 9-month program, $15,000, placing people at $70,000, $75,000 a year. They're now getting into other areas of training. There's all kinds of competition for Bethel Tech. Trade schools, non-traditional trade schools, opportunities for people, companies just going, look, we're Google. We're going to train you. This is the wave that is not going to stop coming in. The first wave is through. There's a whole bunch of waves behind it. Companies of the future will be go and find good quality people and they will train them up within the walls. Colleges and universities, if they don't dramatically change course, are going to be extinct. I'm here to tell you. They can't keep it up. The value proposition isn't there. Your Ivy Leaguers will. But there's a reason why you got your discount Old Navy and then you got your Polo stores. The people in the middle are the ones that lose. You're either discount or you're luxury. If you can't provide luxury value or big-time discount value, you're not going to last. And that goes for higher education as well. Mark my words.